Hi guys, it's Tippy Tips here, and I'm going to show you how to make your very own Zelda-themed desk organizer. The materials you will need is a desk organizer, a master sword, some fake flowers, a glue gun, some paint, Mod Podge, and a tiny plastic plate. And of course, I'll put links down below on where to find some of these items. First thing you gotta do is take your desk organizer and paint it black.
OMG, Tips, you're stupid. It's already fucking black.
You're right, mysterious voice that is totally not me. It's already fucking black. I'm so happy you mentioned that. Black paint will essentially act as your primer. Putting on a couple of layers will prevent paint peeling and will help you in preventing a disaster. After letting the black paint dry, I dry brush some gold metallic paint. Basically, to dry brush, you have to have as little as possible paint on your brush. And when you blot it on the surface, it will create a sort of faded, scratchy look to it. After letting the gold dry, I added a little bit of white on the edges to sort of give it a more antique, ancient looking feel. Basically make it look like an ancient relic of some sort. It's now time to add some detail. I wanted to include the marks of the goddesses in my piece because honestly it just looks really cool. The marks are essentially the crest that represents the golden goddesses in the Zelda games. These marks are known as the Mark of Day, the Mark of Ferrero Rocher, and the Mark of Nehru. And of course I had to put in the iconic Triforce. I also freehanded some details on the sides to give it a little bit more pizzazz, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I just wanted to make it look pretty, okay? And when all of them paint is dry, you just slap on some Mod Podge and then you're done. The Mod Podge is really important. I think it gives it a little bit more glow. It's shiny and shit. It just looks good. And plus it acts as a sealer, so it prevents paint chipping. And then I bought a shitload of fake flowers from Michael's. Just kidding, I stole them from my college, don't tell anyone. And then I gun glued them to the sides of the bottom layer and sort of made like a reef around the desk organizer. And now this sort of kind of impeded the rotating aspect of the desk organizer. So I had to add a tiny plastic plate to the bottom of the desk organizer to give it a little bit more height and allow it to rotate more freely. Then I took a bunch of branches, fake branches, and stuck them inside the wells of the desk organizer. It gives it a little bit more height and makes it more like a forest. It deadass looks like a potted plant. I like it. It was a good decision. Yeah. It's nice. As you all know, Zelda takes place in a lot of foresty environments. You know, like the Kakarot forest. You know, the one in that Zelda game, the flute, the Ocarina of Time. I know my shit. Don't judge me, bitch. And yes, I remember the one with the mask, the miner, the Minora's mask, that one. And then I remember, Link turns into like a nut or some shit, and he has a little tube in his mouth. You know, I remember that one. Okay, enough of the stupid shit. It is time to paint the Master Sword.
Wow, look at this boring as fuck sword. It looks so fake. We could do better than that.
Bippity boppity bitch, motherfucker! let me tell you, boy, it was really hard to paint this motherfucking sword.
It took the whole day. Just kidding, it took like 10 hours. But still,
I was about to give up. I was about to give up this whole shit. But I stuck to it. I'm glad I did. It looks nice. Anyways, on with the technique or whatever.
basically I put some enamel paint first, but it takes a long as time to dry. It's so much slower than acrylic paint. And when the metallic enamel paint dried, it looked ugly as fuck. So I decided to make it look rusty. You know, kind of like in the Breath of the Wild, like the rusty Master Sword.
Anyways, I tried my best to make it look rusty as hell. It took forever. I used a lot of reference images. But the hardest part for me was trying to imitate actual rust. It's rust is unique. It's sort of metallic, but not really. And guess what? I actually took a knife and I hacked at the edges of the Master Sword. Yeah, I fucking did that. At 2 a.m. Imagine hearing imagine someone doing that at 2 a.m. Just doing that shit at 2 a.m. fucking morning. And I blamed my dog for that noise. I'm a nice guy. Anyways, it was hella worth it because it looks bomb as fuck.
Time to insert the sword into the hole. I took like a rectangular sponge. I don't know why I found it. I found it. And then I folded it and put the sword in it. And then I inserted my little sword into the middle hole.
And then clip, clap, bada bing, bada boom. You got yourself a Zelda themed desk organizer. Hey! Honestly, it looks hella cool.
It really just brightens up my room a little bit.
And plus you could put all your favorite things inside. Anything you want. Anything, and I mean anything. As long as it's small enough, you know what I mean? And it looks really cool when you rotate it.
The branches kind of get in the way, but it
looks cool. It looks cool. And it looks like a potted plant. But you don't need to water it. Cause everything's fake. So yeah, I definitely think it was worth it. You should definitely try this out. Well, I have nothing else to say, so other than what Princess Zelda always says.
May the Force be with you, Link.
Hey there! Remember to comment, like, subscribe for more content.
And ring the little notification bell to see when I upload.
Boop day boop. Have a great day. Bye.
My voice hurts. Oh, my voice hurts. Oh my god, my voice. I need milk.